Over the past year or so, Mercedes-Benz has launched the all-new C-Class and Volvo has updated the S60 with a new range of engines. At Auto Expo 2016, Jaguar launched the all-new XC and Audi gave its next-gen A4 its first Indian showing. With so much happening in the luxury sedan segment, BMW really needed to do something to keep the attention on the 3 Series. It's got in the updated model for the job. Let's see what's new. As part of the refresh, the 3 Series gets subtle tweaks inside and out. The tweaks may not seem very subtle on this particular car, but that's because this is the new top-end M Sport version. It features sportier front and rear bumpers, M badging on the flanks, and is the only one available in this racy Estoril blue paint shade. What is new and common to all versions of the updated 3 Series are the full LED headlights and LED taillights that are identifiable by these new streaks. There's nothing vastly different in the 3 Series cabin either, but enthusiasts will welcome the long overdue addition of paddle shifters on the 320d. Where BMW has focused its attention is on improving material quality. While the changes have made the cabin look marginally richer than before, it's still not quite at C-Class levels. M Sport trim cars as this one get heads-up display, sport front seats, a sporty 3-spoke steering wheel, and enough 4 carbon fiber detailing to make you think you're sitting in something hardcore. Among the other features, a sunroof and high-res 8.8-inch screen for the iDrive infotainment system are standard fit, but there's still no reverse camera. As before, the 3 Series remains among the most comfortable of its luxury sedan peers, so long as you're willing to crouch down to its low-set cabin. Before you write off the 3 Series facelift as a mild cosmetic job, you should know that the bigger changes have actually taken place under the skin, mainly under the bonnet. The updated 320d is the latest recipient of BMW's new 2-litre diesel engine, the same one you'd find on the X3 and the new X1. The new engine is identical to the old one in displacement, but otherwise there's little carried over from before. Peak power is up 6 bhp to 187 bhp and peak torque is up 2 kgm to a meaty 40.7 kgm. But before I get to the performance, there's something else to bring up. The first thing to notice about the new BMW engine is that refinement has taken a step up. You don't get that noisy, harsh clatter at idle that you would in the old 320d's engine. The engine is still audible, but it's not bad in the least. Also, when you rev it up, it doesn't sound as busy as the older 320d's engine did. When you do load it up, it can sound a bit coarse at times, but you won't really complain about it. The improved refinement has addressed one of the weak points of the old 320d, but thankfully performance is strong as ever. BMW has a knack of getting its diesel engines right, and that's no different on this one either. It's an exciting engine that really complements the 3 Series personality. It's free revving, you have a lovely wide power band to play with, and there is massive punch in the mid-range. In fact, switch to Sport Plus mode with manual gear shifts and the engine will rev to a very un-diesel-like 5600 RPM. It's quick too. 0 to 100 kph takes 7.58 seconds now, which is about 2/10 quicker than the old 320d. Of course, what helps performance is the excellent 8-speed gearbox. It's nice and fast shifting as is, but it's also just so responsive to inputs at the pedals or at the gear lever. It's a comfortable car too. The 3 Series always really had very nice ride quality, and I think it's got better still with the tweaks to the suspension. Body control certainly seems to have improved. There's less vertical movement and the ride just feels a little bit more composed. The suspension is absorbent, but if you opt for one of the models with the sportier, lower profile tires, you will feel a lot of the sharper edges coming through. Our car came with the optional 20-inch wheel rims. Improvements to the steering have made the 3 Series more dynamic as well. There's beautiful balance, turn-in is sharper, and the overall driving experience is more invigorating than before. In all, the 3 Series feels more rounded now, and that should have anyone with the right money really interested in one. Prices for the 320d start at 35.9 lakh rupees and top off at 44.5 lakh rupees for this M Sport version. Spec to spec, the 320d is more expensive than the comparable Mercedes C220 CDI, which also happens to be the benchmark among luxury diesel sedans. Question is the revitalized 3 worth the higher asking price? Now that's something we can only tell you when we get the two together.